with another update on the changes to the retail and commercial leasing that have been brought in on Friday evening in New South Wales. So for some time we've been talking about the changes that were coming, and we said we'd update you when we had them. Well, now we have them, so we're updating you. The changes that have come in are pretty much in line with everything that we were expecting. The New South Wales changes have asked that landlords and tenants follow the codes that were set down by the National Cabinet paper a few weeks ago and the code of conduct that they talked about. So what does that mean? In essence, what they're saying is that there's a 6-month period where you cannot be kicked out of a commercial or retail premises in New South Wales, and also that they want you to sit down and negotiate with a landlord about the terms of your lease to see if the two of you can come to some kind of deal, so to speak. What they're also saying is that that this Act only applies to you if you are eligible for the JobKeeper program. So if your company has had a turnover drop of more than 30%, and if your company has an annual turnover of less than $50 million, and you are eligible for the JobKeeper, then this new code applies to you as well. So what we're saying is that if a commercial tenant is having trouble because of the current climate, and your business or that commercial tenant's business is eligible for the JobKeeper program, then sit down, negotiate with your landlord, see if you can come to some mutually acceptable arrangement for payment of rent. What we believe is, between the lines, they're trying to say is if your business has been impacted by 30%, then the landlord should be reasonable and maybe think about a 30% discount. But that's not stated anywhere, and that's certainly not the rules, but it's a code of conduct that they're trying to get everybody to follow. They're also saying that if the landlord gets a discount in their outgoings, land tax, council rates, and you pay outgoings, or the tenant pays outgoings, then the tenant should feel the proportionate discount for that as well. Finally, if you can't come to an arrangement or you can't come to an agreement, then there's a mediation process in place, and you will go through a process of a tribunal or a mediation to try and agree on what is a fair and reasonable deal. Again, 6-month period in place where no action can be taken by the landlord to allow all of these things to happen. What's the practicalities of this? Well, the practicalities are, as a business, if you've had 0 turnover and you're fully shut, well, it's going to be really difficult to pay rent. But if you are open and you've been impacted, then as a tenant, the first thing you should be doing is paying your rent in the proportion of what you can afford. So, you know, your turnover might have gone down 50%. Maybe you can pay half rent. Maybe you can't for other reasons. But what they're saying is, please pay what you can afford, and then sit down in an open manner with your landlord and talk about your situation and see if you can come to some arrangement. So we're sending notes out today to all of our tenants and all of our owners explaining this. We will start a process of going through one by one with each of our distressed businesses who we manage and trying to come to some situation where everybody's happy and where we can hopefully achieve a result for everybody. We'll be in touch as we have more news. Thank you.